out of here.
Who's the good cop?
Me.
Yeah, I guess yeah.
Yeah. Mom and dad.
Who's more organized?
Me. Well, she is very organized,
I have a
but
lot of Post-its.
she's a Post-it queen. So, but if the Post-its are gone, she's unorganized.
Who's got the best style?
I am no fashionista. Josh.
And even this isn't even fashionista. I had to dumb it down for
Who's more of a jet setter?
Me.
her.
Back.
Who always has the hottest restaurants?
This girl. Are you kidding?
Who drinks more coffee?
I don't drink coffee.
Me.
I will have a panic attack if I drink coffee.
Who's the tidiest?
Me.
No,
100%.
I don't clean.
Who's got the best eye for design?
Me.
Yeah.
Who's the better cook?
I don't cook.
I
I have a
cooking.
George Foreman grill and an air fryer.
I have delivery.com and Seamless.
Who's the daredevil?
Him.
Is that even a question?
Who's the bookworm?
Hi, I'm Arielle,
And I'm Joshua.
and we work together at Triplemint.
And today we're gonna be answering some questions.
Let's get to it.
Favorite recent binge, Arielle?
This is really embarrassing, but I started Real Housewives of Atlanta from the beginning recently and watched all 12 seasons, and I'm caught up, and it is amazing.
No, like 12 seasons, 45-minute episodes, like 20 episodes. Like that's a bit.
It is life-changing.
I will say, we don't get a lot of time to watch shows like weekly, so when we do watch, our preferred method of watching is binging.
Binge. I'm a binge queen.
Yeah. My favorite recent binge is Queer Eye. I live for that show. I cry every episode. I don't cry for myself, so I cry for everyone else. And that show, if you want to cry, just put on episode 1 of the new season. It's unreal.
Okay, so what is a talent or a hobby you have that people are surprised to learn about you?
Probably that I can tumble still. At the ripe age of 31, can still tumble.
What does that mean?
Like I
Like
get the
cheerleading?
back handsprings, tucks.
Like cheer?
At the company picnic, it's like like throwing the football and tumbling are the things I do at company picnic.
Wow.
All right, Arielle, I know that you are an investment guru when it comes to purchasing a home and how you do it. If you were to give people advice on purchasing a home and investments, what would you give to them?
I would say to buy in up-and-coming neighborhoods that are hurricane adverse. No one likes a flood, and if you don't have hurricane insurance, which is separate from flood and separate from regular homeowners insurance, you could be really underwater.
I get it. Coming from
Didn't
Florida,
mean
I
to
get
have the
that.
fun, but it's really real.
Traits you look for when you're hiring.
People who ask good questions.
Fair. A lot of people like to talk. Not a lot of people like to ask questions.
Question for you. You've lived in Louisiana and Destin, Florida, the Emerald Coast, and now NYC. Describe each place you've lived with one word.
Ooh. Okay. Louisiana. I'm gonna say it's nostalgic. I think that a lot of things about Louisiana that I just like really love now, as an adult, I can always tie back to Louisiana. Like the food I like, the kind of like weather that I enjoy, the kind of people I like to be around, the kind of like environment that I surround myself in, like all that ties back to Louisiana.
Okay, nostalgic. What about
Yeah.
Destin?
Scenic. Oh my God, it's beautiful. If you've never been to Destin, go to Destin. And then New York is goals. Everyone should live in New York City at one point in your life. It's literally one of the coolest experience you can have. The opportunities that are here, the people you meet, the things that you can do. There's no other area. It's unparalleled. What made you confident that we would be good business partners?
Yeah. I don't really know how to describe it. We just complement each other really well.
It's very true.
Yeah.
It's very true. Mom and pop. Mom, pop.
Yeah.
What advice, Arielle, would you give to someone looking to do what we do?
In real estate, I would say don't reinvent the wheel. Find people who've been really successful in this industry and do exactly what they tell you to do. What is a business skill I have that you respect? I did not come up with this question.
No, I love that. I think you are so good at being assertive without being aggressive. And there's a fine line between being assertive and aggressive, and you have to be assertive in this industry for you to be successful at all. And you really know how to know whenever you've overstepped your boundaries and put yourself back in place before you do get into an issue where you can't get past it.
Yes.
You're very good at like deciding those lines and not crossing them, but also making sure you get what you need.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Okay.
What is one lesson about partnerships you've learned since we started working together?
You have to listen and respond.
Oh.
I'm very quick to cut you off I'm also very quick to make assumptions about the things that you're going to tell me. And sometimes you actually have great ideas. So these are things that you will probably never hear me say outside of this.
Well, thank God this is being filmed, because then I can rewatch it whenever I feel like you don't want to say it.
Proof. Most awkward elementary school year.
All of it. I grew up in a very conservative town in Louisiana that like was not pro-gay. I'm gay. And so, yeah, none of it was great. I think 4th grade was probably the weirdest because I got my ear pierced.
You remember 4th grade?
I got my ear pierced. How do you forget that? I got my ear pierced, and then everyone wouldn't let me forget 4th grade. I don't mind it though. I got my ear pierced again in senior year of high school, and they're out now. But I'm thinking about getting them again. Best business advice that you've ever gotten?
How you do anything is how you do everything. I don't feel the need to explain it.
You don't need to.
You either get it or you don't. Best business advice you've ever gotten.
David Walker says it, but I'm sure he heard it from somewhere, which is, I think it's brilliant. It's don't let great get in the way of good. And the reason why I think it's so smart is because I think all of us are like a bit of a perfectionist and we don't do things until we know it's gonna be really great. But half of the experience of doing things is just building consistency in what we do, and you have to start at some point. So like a launching point of good is just as important because you can always build and grow with that. So I think don't let great get in the way of good. If you wanna do something, just try it. What is a positive habit, skill, or personality trait that you've worked hard to develop this year?
There are 2 things. I would say waking up early, because I don't love waking up early, but I also find that when you wake up early, you just get so much more stuff done before other people get stuff done. It's brilliant. Like you hear it your whole life, and then you do it, and you're like, I hate this, but then you do it long enough, and you're like, whoa, I get this. It's great.
So the more time in the day you have, the more time you have to do things during the day.
I just think I always thought that there was like less time in the day, but there's more time in the day if you just wake up earlier.
I love
So
that.
there's that. And
The second one.
not letting my emotions get the best of me. Real estate brokers, there's a lot of rejection. It's a lot. It's really hard to like not like really internalize it. What do you love most about real estate?
I think my favorite thing, very honestly, is that there are just 3 things in life that you do that are gonna be highly emotional. It's your job, your relationships, and your home. And your home is straight up your charging port for everything else in your life that branches out. And being able to connect with a person on a level of their home and their experience in finding their home. There's a lot of apartments in New York City, but to create it to be a home is a very different story. And we have the ability to connect with people and show them not just apartments in New York City, but also just like how to find their home. Yeah. That's a connection in sales that you don't get with cars or with
I do
other
live
things
in
you
my
sell.
Subaru sometimes.
Arielle, we're done.
It's over.
I'm so sad. This was so fun. I love getting to know you more. I love the people getting to know you more. Thank you for doing this with me.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This was so great.
We hope you all have a great day.
Until next time.
Ciao for now.
It's like a Barney episode.
So long. Farewell.